Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper, and it's time to ask the question, where is the horse and the rider? Perhaps Eladon knows.
May Gavanen.
My father has sent you to aid us. It is good that you have come, for we have made an unsettling discovery. It seems likely that the missing rider is still somewhere within the wilderness of the Trollshaws. Well, that's not good news.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Shortly after Frodo Baggins and his company came to Rivendell, my father sent us to search for signs of the Nazgul, the 9 riders of the enemy. We found the bodies of 8 horses downstream, but of the last there was no sign. We searched further, but still found nothing. We traveled far afield into the lands to the south, and still found no sign of the fleeing rider. Only on our return journey did we find something. Hoofprints in the South Trollshaws, far south of the road. There are many narrow valleys in that region. The Nazgul might lie there, sheltered from the prying eyes, waiting for his time to strike. Journey to the south of the road of the South Trollshaws, Pinestone, and seek out the missing rider. The ruins within the narrow channels shall have a fell reputation. Minas Argor, the place was called of old, and the Nazgul may have sought it out for that reason. And this quest is meant to be completed while grouped, but can be attempted solo. The stone I receive will supposedly give me some inspiration. So we'll see how inspired we are. Alright, here's our nice little inspiration stone. And, well, while I have this open, I might as well look at Hobbit presents. Mount speed bonuses. Actually, they may come in quite handy today. So I will use one of them. I've got quite a number. And, of course, universal morale potions. And actually, it looks like the first ones I have on this character. We'll see if that ever comes in handy. I think the mount speed boost is more useful, especially at lower levels before you get your war steed, since I believe there's this little caveat in there. Note does not work on war steeds. So you might as well use it before you hit level 75. Of course, you can still use it after, because some people use their... Ouch. Oh, no. This is not a good way to start an adventure. With 2 of them. Alright. Not a good way to start at all. Alright. Great for moving faster. Well, I suppose if I need one more bear pelt, I might as well finish this quest. Alright. I'll turn that in when I speak with Eladon again. Since apparently it's back in Thornhead where I'm questing anyway. Now that I am clear of these nasty bears, I can go forth. And ignore those things. Yes. And we'll head up... Oh no, not another wolf. I forgot about those stupid invisible wolves. Came pretty close to one-shotting me there. I am going to have to find a decent rep horse at some point. While speed is nice, I have to admit that some endurance will also come in handy. Now, we wish to... Yes, this is way back in here. And we're going to see how strong the enemy are now. Let's see, so... Ah, yes. Nice, well-placed arrow there. So at first everything looks nice and normal, just with a few deer. But of course you know something nastier is going to pop up before we get to the end. And also a few bats. Well, I'm sure the bats are going to attack me, so... Dispersing the cloud. Defeat bats in the South Troll Shoals. Okay. I had forgotten that there were bats in the South Troll Shoals. That tells you how much I've been following that. Because I went through the entire Troll Shoals without finding a single bat. Now, these trolls used to be elites. Now they're signatures. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I could do this without bringing up the stone. Because I have a feeling that their changing of the trolls to signatures might actually make this doable solo. Ouch. Though it's also possible that you're going to run into multiple trolls at the same time. It's possible that at the actual site we're going to run into elites. That's also possible. Well, no, it looks like that the hillmen are normals. So we will continue this way, and we'll see if it's necessary. I mean, if you have about 3 or 4 of these trolls at the same time, that can make it tougher. Of course, I am 4 levels over, which does help. So that's the tricky thing about this. You don't get... You don't get to the troll... You don't get to Rivendell. Well, I mean, the quest line naturally leads you to Rivendell around level 39. Of course, you can get there a little bit earlier. But they raised the level of the Troll Shawls a little bit with the revamp. And of course, you can get to Rivendell quite early at level 10 if you remember to take the Gandalf quest early on. And the trouble is you cannot get from Bree to Rivendell. That particular stable route opens up at level 40. In fact, after I went to check the auction houses in Bree between episodes, what I found out, other than that they had no Rune-keeper class items for sale in there, at least. Alright, they had one that was designed for a level 10 Rune-keeper, no, level 20 Rune-keeper that was for half a gold, which I thought was a little bit on the ridiculous side. And the other item that they had that was really is that, of course, I went there and I went to the stable master and he goes, oh yeah, that's right, it's not open up until I'm level 40. So therefore, oh, madam. Now, what I do have to be careful of are these Kargul here, which are level 75 signatures. You're saying, what's a level 75 Kargul doing here? It's for a horse. I mean, it's for a quest you do while you're a horse, and since you're level 75 horse, they made the Kargul that are going around their level 75. You just have to avoid going anywhere near them. Since I'm sure they'd be more than happy to attack you. Therefore, in order to get here, what I did is I took the stable master and Bree. I took him. Alright, let me check out. This is the horse. And now I collected the bridle from the steed. And so now I need to bring the bridle to Eladon. Oh. Yeah, I think these guys used to be... Oh, I hate these disarms. These are like those we've met in the North Downs that disarmed you constantly. The bondsmen. They're really annoying. They're called Bloodthorn here, though. I had to make sure he's not too close to... I suspect that they're not linked to the... That they're not linked to the Kargul, because that would be really cruel for them to link them that way. Because sometimes you have mobs that aren't linked in any way so that you could kill them, kill someone right next to them. It's like when you, anything with a wolf. If you attack a non-wolf near a wolf, the wolf probably will not, even if they're standing right next to them. And it's really amusing when you do that with the Gordaran, since you think... Says, okay, those wolves must really like those Gordaran. You know, you attack the wolf, the Gordaran will come chasing after you. But you attack the Gordaran, the wolf says, oh, who cares? Alright, I only have one bat, but I have 8 of the Conquer, which are the Hillmen. So let's see if I could get 2 more Hillmen. If I could get those, then I could at least finish that quest. So I could have a couple done here. But I was doing so, I had to go to the Lone Lands. I took the horse to Ostgaruth, and after Ostgaruth, I then took the horse from there to Thornhod. Yes, I could have taken one to Rivendell instead, because that one I think is level 35 in order to use it, so it's a lot lower level to use that horse. So I qualified to use that one. In fact, it might even be a lower level than 35. But I was qualified to use the horses out of there into the Troll Shawls. I'm not qualified to use it. And that's something that I've always done with my other characters also. For example, my Warden, if I don't have the Rivendell port yet, then I just port to Ostgaruth and took a horse to Rivendell. Of course, assuming I've tagged Rivendell already. Alright, that's 2 down. Looks like I'm not going to get the bats, but I am not going to worry about those bats. That was just a couple of fights of opportunity. And surely there must be... I mean, it looked like I killed the same bat twice. I mean, it's got to be more than one bat in all the Troll Shawls. Otherwise, it would be the silliest quest that we've got. And everyone knows LOTRO has its share of silly quests. And this particular book is, of course, notorious. Actually, Volume 1 in general is notorious for send you there, send you... Okay, there's more than one bat in the Troll Shawls. But not enough in order to worry about finishing that quest. And there's the friends that we helped there before. Anything of use here? Oh, okay, I already have the link side coat from the previous one. Oh, 4 well-kept mathoms. Yeah. I presume that's another wolf on my tail. I do run into plenty of those. So this is a little bit a longer route, but it's relatively free of bears. And technically that is the way the road winds. It's just that one is used to often taking a shortcut. And that wolf really wants to die, doesn't it? Happy to oblige. Now we go back up. And I hope that Eladon appreciates the help. And did I get anything for a task? Broken longswords. I might as well turn these in also. Broken longswords. And remote throw, I was looking for the taskmaster, but they added a box there. Actually, before we take care of Eladon, let's make sure we take care of delivering these. I think we've done this before, so
traveler.
no need to read that quest text. Alright, I found a bridle.
What can I do for you?
Your tale begins to fill in this puzzle for me, Pinestone, and I think I know what has happened. Caught between the remainder of Frodo's company and the raging of the Bruinen, the 9 were forced into the torrent, but one escaped in the chaos. Near death, his steed bore him through hidden channels into some place where, nearly formless, he gathered his strength. His horse he abandoned, and he vanished into the wild. Without his cloak, he would be all but invisible to us, a malice in the wind. If he takes it unto himself again, it is only to give shape to his strength. It means he has survived the ordeal unharmed, and will surely strike at us again. We are running out of time. Alright, and what do we need here? Eladon's leggings. Well, I suppose this is a reasonable one.
Stay a moment.
We now know more than we did, Pinestone, but we do not yet know what we must for the safety of all of those who live or journeys in this region, the whereabouts of this missing Nazgul. His steed was our greatest ally in this search, for while he could remove his cloak and remain nearly unseen, his horse was a mortal creature, and its physical trail could be followed. With the creature now dead, either from exhaustion or at his master's hand, our ability to track the Nazgul is lessened. Lessened, but not gone, perhaps. I would ask you to return to Imladris and consult with Lord Glorfindel, for he is accounted very wise and may have some stratagem we have not yet tested. He keeps close counsel with my father and with Mithrandir, and often contemplates near the falling water by my father's house. He may be able to help us to find this missing Nazgul, alright? So we will seek the wisdom of Lord Glorfindel. But that is
What do you need?
something for our next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Rune-keeper.